So much habitat has gone up in smoke. Vast tracts of land are now just burnt trees and ash. This wildlife team is searching one of the fire grounds in East Gippsland for injured wildlife.
Probably in this area, we're seeing koalas most frequently. That's not to say that there aren't other species that have been impacted.
They use a special technique to coax the koalas down out of the trees to check them. They don't like it much. But many badly hurt koalas wouldn't have survived had they not been caught in this way and brought in for treatment. This one has burns on its feet.
In the centre of the pad there is probably a little bit sort of concerning, but it is healing over. So just let go back, I think.
Keep it there, you can just hover above it.
In some cases, the animals are okay, but stranded with no food, like this mum and bub.
You happy with it?
Yeah, I'm happy with it.
Put it back in the bag, I can climb on.
They're quickly relocated to some unburnt forest. Amid this blackened landscape, there are patches of refuge for these animals.
Really happy to see some large intact areas of habitat that hasn't been burnt, particularly along water features like creeks and gullies.
It doesn't have a roll-up, there's an escalator.
Wildlife that needs treatment is taken to a special mobile treatment unit where zoos veterinary staff attend to them. Well, this work here with trained staff rescuing and treating koalas in these burnt areas in East Gippsland goes on. There are ecologists all over the country who are worried about the animals that we're not seeing here. A new analysis of the fire footprint has produced some frightening figures.
Well, at least 6 million hectares of threatened species habitat has been burnt severely during this crisis. So we're seeing catastrophic loss of remaining habitat for threatened species right across the southern states of Australia.
We used a combination of NASA satellite imagery and intersected that with the threatened species range maps. So this just gives us a preliminary idea on which species are most impacted by the fire.
The data suggests the habitat of 250 threatened species of plants and animals has been affected by the fires. The range of the brush-tailed rock wallaby and the long-nosed potteroo have been hit hard. In alpine areas, there are concerns about the habitat of the southern corroboree frog and the tiny, elusive mountain pygmy possum. Then there are animals like these rare skinks, who may also be in the line of fire.
The Kangaroo Island glossy black cockatoo as well as the Kangaroo Island dunnet have lost more than 50% of their habitat.
Other species that we're concerned about are things like long-footed potteroo, sooty owls, diamond pythons and a range of freshwater fish.
Key agencies are planning where they need to go and what they need to do to rescue species in danger of going locally extinct, or worse still, disappearing altogether.
One of the key actions that we need to look at for a range of species, including those fish, is whether we need to pull those fish and other species out and salvage them until their habitat is suitable for them to return.
Zoos are clearing space and talking about ramping up captive breeding programs to help species recover.
These animals belong in the wild, but some of them need crucial care in captivity, and so having the right programs, the right science, and the best way to get them back into a safe habitat is all crucial planning.
Ecologists say one of the most important things is for governments at all levels to work together to protect remaining habitat.
Right now, there are thousands of endangered species. We have already a threatened species crisis. These fires have made it worse.
James Watson says that means rethinking current approaches to land use, including logging and development.
If we don't change the way we behave, we don't change the way we see this crisis, we are going to sleepwalk straight into an extinction crisis.
Oh my goodness, Jeremy.
A wake-up call to ensure wildlife like these koalas recovering at Melbourne's Healesville Sanctuary have a fighting chance for a future.
Is that good?
Rachel Carbonell, ABC News.